Shut up and sit down.
We've only had like 4 hours.
Yeah, a whole lot of waiting on one thing and then talking about another, and nope, I have brought 0 topics to the table.
Me too.
Hello, everyone. This is Suds and Buds. My name is Vincent Herman Bin the Human. Joining me today,
Bob Collins, Boba Fett.
and we are drinking Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, 4.2% alcohol. So / volume.
Because we are looking out for our physique.
Yeah, kind of something like
sort
that.
of. If we're going to drink a lot of beer, the lesser amount of carbs you have is probably the better.
You know what we really could be doing if we really wanted to drink alcohol and watch our figures is drinking the new alcoholic, not seltzer water, but
No. Nope.
It's like
The
LaCroix.
non-alcoholic kind, I cannot stomach.
It's like LaCroix, but it's got alcohol in it.
Dude, Brittany gave me this Aquafina, carbonated water that was berry flavored the other night. And it's seriously now I understand women that can't stomach swallowing jizz and still trying to do it. Because
What? Oh, okay.
Because it was dude, I
had to cycle back in the situation for a minute. I was like, oh, he didn't want to swallow it. That's
No.
right. Yeah.
No.
You took me through a journey on that story.
And I was so thirsty, and I just asked her to get me a water. She said, flavored water okay? And I'm thinking, the flavored water Odell had. You know what I mean?
A Nestle lemon water type thing.
The water that Odell had it's like that Walmart brand, the Great Value brand. But it's actually good. It is carbonated, and it is flavored.
It's full of sugar.
But it tastes good. This just tastes like
sugar.
Somebody wanted a Sprite out of a fountain machine, but the syrup was gone, and then somebody ate a bunch of berries and then farted next to the guy that was drinking the syrupless Sprite, and that's what you got.
And you not too long ago in this evening, you were talking about cutting out sugar as one of your idols. Kevin Smith has as one of your idols. I have. And
I didn't necessarily say I was going to cut out sugar, but yes,
I like that. That's the thing you don't deny.
Oh, I love Kevin Smith.
But dude, that's the thing I found about cutting out sugar is that it is really trial and error. And here's the thing: if you're serious about it, you can't just try something and then you don't like it, and then okay, well, I guess today I'm going to keep drinking that other thing. No, you gotta commit. Yeah. You gotta drink that thing you fucking hate until you run out of it, and then try something else.
Oh, now, if I was at a point where I'm okay, this is I'm actually going to cut out certain things out of my diet. I'm actually going to stick to a diet. Then, you know what? I'll drink this fucking nasty ass carbonated quote unquote flavored water or anything like that.
You don't
but
just
you know what?
Drink
right now I'm not. God damn it!
You don't just drink it because oh, this is the thing. You drink the thing you bought because you bought it. You know, I that's just my mindset. If I bought it, I'm gonna fucking finish it.
Yeah.
And so if I got a 12-pack of a fucking drink I hate, and I recently had I decided to try these sodas that came out. They're seltzer water, but they're soda flavored. And I had the Dr. Pepper ones, and they're god awful. But I bought a 12-pack because I found them on sale, and I was like, if I'm ever going to try them, it's going to be for this price. So I tried it. It was awful. But I finished the whole fucking 12-pack because I bought it. But,
you know what, ladies? Listen to this. Because this man is committed. He is loyal.
As of recording this, I am single.
He sticks to this plan.
If I do something, I want to do
through
it.
with it.
Yeah.
And
if that means cutting out sugars and shit, that means plowing that landscape, seeing what's out there, figuring it. No! I just realized it unintentionally was. No, but it means like figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Ladies, he's gonna plow your landscape.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to do it begrudgingly or not.
He's going to plant his seed.
I'm going to do it whether I enjoy it or not because I committed to it, damn it.
Joke's on him. This year, there's a drought. Dry as fuck.
There's been a drought, okay?
Yeah. So, Vin, I feel like we need something more interesting to talk about
than eating healthy, which basically I can sum up is it really sucks for months until you figure out what you like. Yeah.
Oh, I've done it, just not recently.
Have you done it to the extent that I've been doing it?
Fuck, I don't know what the extent.
I mean, like, I'll eat some protein in the evening, but mostly I eat mostly fruit and grains during the morning. I'll eat vegetables for lunch, and then in the evening I'll have like a fucking turkey burger or like 2 things of ramen because they got protein in them and shit, like something like that. What
I used to, like, especially when I was working out like every day, like lifting weights and everything every day, I would stick to things like, I mean, I would eat a lot of vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And like, there are no kids listening to this, but like adults out there who are like, "Whoa, I don't really like vegetables." Vegetables are fucking important for you. If you start eating vegetables regularly, you're gonna notice a difference. I have way more energy.
And I would take in a lot of protein from where I was working out so much. Like, I was eating like eggs, boiled chicken, and of course, after eating, like, you're like, oh, hey, I like chicken.
I always have
chicken every fucking day.
I always have like a bag of chicken in the fucking freezer.
At least for a week. Eat chicken every day for a week, and you're gonna start hating chicken.
It depends on the spices.
From there on out, I mean, of course, that's what I was gonna say.
You gotta change it up.
If it's spices, like different seasonings and spices, I used to. I wasn't too fond of it, but now I love it.
Like, even to this day, is
guacamole. Throw a little guac on there.
Guacamole is good.
I love guac.
You know what I really love now is fucking salads.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You can do so many great things with salads.
And not like, oh, well, I just ordered a salad at Giovanni's that has 4 pounds of cheese, like a pound and a half of ham.
Although you gotta have some cheese on there. It's not a good salad without some cheese.
But, I mean, I see people make salads. It's like, is there any lettuce in there?
Right?
You know what I mean?
It's like you just ripped up the burger and threw it in a bowl, you know?
But yeah, like an actual salad, like primarily lettuce and other vegetables.
I like buying like tuna, and I'll just open the can, drain it out and shit, and just throw it in the fucking salad and shit.
See, even whenever I was down in Georgia, I started to try to eat healthier for a while. So I'd make a salad. It was all primarily like lettuce and everything. Like, I'd get like the pre-made like salad mix bags just for my lunch and stuff for work. But I would also get like cucumbers, slice up cucumbers in there, and like cherry tomatoes, mushrooms.
You were really doing these salads up.
Oh yeah. And then I would put like grill or boiled chicken, throw some like some diced chicken in there, turkey pepperoni.
Ooh.
I would take a couple, like maybe I think it was like 4 to 5 actual pepperonis, and then dice those up. For the salad. So like, I mean, there really wasn't much in it.
And you can do this shit on a budget.
Like,
I'm on a budget.
you can.
Yeah, I'm on a budget, and I've figured out how to do it for myself and shit. Yeah. Almond milk is a big savior.
I really like almond milk.
I've been drinking it unsweetened. It's a little different when you drink it unsweetened. But if you're putting it in your cereal and like it takes on that cereal taste, like, you're fine. I've been eating a lot of Chex Mix, so.
Chex Mix or Chex?
Or Chex, yeah.
I was like, because I love Chex Mix, bro.
I've been pouring it on the Chex Mix.
The pretzels, the bagel chips, everything.
It's all good.
It's actually the cheddar Chex Mix at that. He has cheese milk.
Nothing like some cheddar Chex Mix, old unsweetened almond milk.
Nah, as far as like the quote-unquote healthier types of cereals, like the Special K.
Yeah, Special K is good.
Like with the berries and stuff.
I mean, even bringing it into the snack realm, like just downstairs before we started recording, I was eating a fucking sugar-free pudding, dude.
Oh yeah,
like chocolate sugar-free pudding, just as good as
you know what my biggest like favorite snack is. Especially if I'm like trying to eat healthier, is like light yogurt.
Yeah, a good light yogurt. Yeah. Fucking Chex Mix, like we said. Pretzel chips. Those have become one of my new favorite things of all time.
Oh, dude, the pretzel crisps.
Yeah.
From Walmart and stuff. The what's it called? Like, there's a buffalo flavored. Dude, those are my fucking crack.
They have kind of like a fucking metallic thing.
Yeah. But the ones with the orange color on it, because there's like a garlic parmesan that's like
there's green. A garlic parmesan. There's a everything bagel. There's a sea salt. But they're all good.
The buffalo one is the shit. If you like,
I just had one of those.
Did
recently,
you? Yeah, dude, they're good. They're good shit. And that's actually what got me drinking this Michelob Ultra. Where I started to like try to eat healthier and shit. Like I was watching my carbs throughout the day, so I was like, you know what, I could have like 2 or 3.
Bringing it back, that was one of my discovery things, was trying those seltzer water beers.
Yep.
And while they're delicious, I think they tasted great. It's just like when you sit down to drink something to give you a buzz, that's just not it. That's not a beer. You know, and so this is the closest thing.
This is a good tasting ultralight beer,
and that's why right off the fucking things, like I said, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's not the best, healthiest beer you could drink.
Another good one that is what is this one? 95? Yeah, there's one that's 90 calories, and you know how I like my Corona. They have a Corona. I think it's Platinum is what it's called. Corona Platinum. It's a 90-calorie beer.
Now that one is an acquired taste. If anyone, God forbid, is listening to this for health tips, I think that might be the name of this episode. God forbid you listen for health tips.
Yeah, don't.
But that one is an acquired taste, where I feel like Michelob Ultra would be a little more universal. I feel like Corona.
Well, I think
Platinum
Corona
would be
different. Corona in general is an acquired taste.
Really, I don't really like Corona unless I have the lime in it. And I like it even more now than you showed me the, like, let the lime float to the...
Yeah, like tip it upside down.
Yeah, you gotta tip it over
that way
with your thumb.
It kind of mixes with it all.
Yeah, and now I don't even
also,
think I
while
can have it the
don't
other
just
way.
drop the lime in there, but, like, when it's partially in, kind of squeeze it up against the side of the inside of the bottle to get some of the lime juice down in there.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. I kind of like slowly squeeze the lime juice out of the lime while I'm putting it in the bottle and then tip it, and then it all kind of mixes together. I guess like a really easy way to do it would just be to buy a thing of lime juice and just add it into your beer maybe. But
it's not as cool.
It's not as cool.
Dude, I felt so cool the other day when I put it in there and I did it by myself for the first time.
And then hurry up and drink it before it starts spewing out after you tip it over. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's just something to be said. Like when you're opening a beer bottle on a countertop. There's just a level of fucking cool to that that you can't replace anywhere else. It'd be even cooler
if you did it with your eyeball.
I've seen people do it, and I can't do it myself.
I've seen it done in movies. I'm not...
I saw one dude do it in person, and I was like, that guy is getting laid, and he
hardcore.
Did. Yeah.
It was Bruce Willis, wasn't it?
It was Bruce Willis.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I love doing in front of people is opening a beer can with one hand.
Oh, yeah.
Or two at the same time with one hand each. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so fucking commanding at that point. I'm like, you want a fucking beer?
Panties just drop. Male, female, it doesn't matter.
Maybe back in the day. If I did it on Instagram these days, maybe panties would drop.
Oh, that goes back to an off mic.
Yeah, an off mic conversation. It's too long to have back on mic, but just suffice it to say, as we've discussed many times on serious shit and maybe this podcast, times have changed.
Yeah,
and you have ran with them. I am trying to learn.
Like I'm struggling. I am struggling, and at this point,
you're hanging in there.
At this point, right now, it's like it's not even a. Like for the opposite sex type of thing, because like right now, like the relationship I'm in, like I'm truly like I'm happy and I'm content. but now I feel like an obligation almost. That since I've been posting on Instagram.
An obligation to keep up with
to continue it on. Yeah.
Whereas you could have gone like days without posting and never even thought about it. You have
and honestly, like we even mentioned this off mic, I think last night, about the type of content that I used to post to what I post now. Yeah. Like I used to post some really like raunchy, like
people would mention to me like, how can you fucking follow that dude? And I was like, it's one of my best friends. I
know exactly who you're talking about too.
Yeah.
I do. And like I get it. That's why like for a while there, like anytime I'd start getting like a few new friends on Facebook or something, I would post like this PSA.
Yeah,
like, hey, listen, like the stuff I post, isn't for everybody. I completely understand.
This ain't your grandpa's Facebook profile.
This ain't your grandpappy's Facebook. Grandpappy didn't know what the fuck Facebook was. Facebook to your grandpappy was hitting you in the face with the phone book. because you left the
and that's going to lead us into the phone booth.
Wrong podcast.
Shit.
Wrong podcast. But yeah, like I still regularly post on my social media. The only thing that for years I've never been able to keep up with, because it's one form that like I do kind of understand, but it's just like it's way too fast, it's way too much for me, is Twitter. I still have my account. Yeah. It's still active.
I still
jump on every once in a while and stuff. Like I just tried again like a week or so ago. I think I even made this tweet about like, dear Twitter, I'm sorry it's been so long. Sorry I neglected you. I can't guarantee it's not going to happen again. Love, Bob. Because like it's the one thing I like about Twitter though is that like, oh, you've always been a fan of Snoop Dogg? You can possibly talk to Snoop Dogg at some point. You know what I mean? You're a fan of fucking, I don't know, any artist or writer or actor and stuff. There's a chance they might talk back to you.
Yeah.
But there's just it moves way too fast.
Where I have started, like, anytime I post anything to Instagram, whether it's on the Sorta My Podcast page or it's my personal, I will go ahead and click that little box to post to Twitter.
Yeah.
Do I go and check if anyone has liked that tweet, retweeted that tweet? And more than likely they haven't. But no, I don't check. I don't care. I don't hop on.
One thing I've noticed about Twitter is that if it's shared from something like Instagram straight onto Twitter instead of you making an original post on Twitter, a lot of times it doesn't get any kind of attention.
And I mean, some of the Sorta My Podcast ones have, but
especially with hashtags. Hashtags will pick up a lot more.
And I feel like that's why, though, because my own personal ones like have like more either tongue in cheek or personal hashtags. The Sorta My Podcast ones have more universal hashtags. Ones, But the other reason is in equality with what you're saying. About it moving too fast, just me not being able to keep up with it. I want to live in an in-between space with celebrities. I get that we can no longer return to the days where Audrey Hepburn was seen as a goddess because we knew nothing about her outside of maybe her celebrity marriages and shit. Yeah. But, like, you didn't know this.
You didn't know what she ate today.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe being the most outspoken. And even then, you still didn't know much about the seedy behind-the-scenes shit until decades later and stuff. We'll never regain that like movie star quality of Hollywood, but at the same time I don't want to know everything about them, and I will listen to them go on podcasts like Michael Rosenbaum with Michael Rosenbaum. I'll listen to them talk about their personal lives and stuff,
or
but
Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, which you need. Hopefully by the time this airs, you're listening to it.
Still haven't even looked it up yet.
It's so good.
As I've recorded this.
Literally, like it's kind of like
And I feel hypocritical though. I feel hypocritical that I'm cool with listening to these podcasts, but I don't want to spend like 15, 20 minutes to half an hour of my day reading through the like 20 political posts that they might delete half of. You know, and that's the other thing. It's very vacuous. It's interchangeable. They can throw their quote unquote, and I'm using the finger quotes, opinion out there, and then if they get in trouble for it, they apologize because they've grown as a person in the next 2 weeks. Who gives a fuck about Twitter? Gives a fuck?
They have to apologize for things they posted a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like, just look at, I mean, now this is way old news. By the time this is posted, this is way old news. Look at, like, the whole Kevin Hart situation with the Oscars, or James Gunn.
It's one thing when it's old as shit, an old as shit tweet, because people can change over time.
Oh, absolutely.
But when they posted it 2 days ago, and then another celebrity commits suicide, and then
Rebel Wilson, not too long ago, Rebel Wilson.
That's a great. Yeah, that is a great.
She said something about being the first, was it overweight actress
and then all this shit
comedy
came out. And it was like,
what about
really?
Queen Latifah? What about, you know what I mean?
And then she was like, my opinion was insensitive and unthought out. It's like, your
opinion was your opinion. And you know what? And I would have much more respect for these celebrities if they just stuck by it. And was like, you know what? No, fuck you. I didn't really think about it, so fuck you.
Even then, no, I wouldn't. You know what I hate? Is the fact that this entered my world at all. The fact that at any moment, a fucking news source of mine, because I watch Philip DeFranco, a fucking news source of mine had to take the time out of their show that they could have used to tell me actual important information explain this fucking situation to me.
And this is why, Vin, is because now we are in this day and age, partially thanks to, like, this is going to sound really shitty, thanks to 9/11. But no, seriously, 9/11.
Well, have we ever gone 9/11?
No,
on this
I don't
podcast?
think so. And you think Odin would be here to fucking be the one to do it?
We're breaking ground on 9/11 here.
During the whole 9/11 events is whenever they first started the whole, like, during a newscast, there is that banner that comes across on the bottom feeding you all this other news.
Which way predates. We should state, if we're gonna like talk about this accurately, it way predates the 9/11 incident, but
that's what like really like brought it to the forefront. Like that's what like where almost every news station would have it, and like it might not actually start from that point, but like it feels like from there on out, we as a society always needed to have constant news of some sort.
Digging through the archives of your brain, that was the first time we were constantly searching for it. We wanted to know everything anyone had to say about it.
I legitly believe that 9/11 was when that first started happening, though.
No. Yeah, no.
You
that's
positive?
Yeah, that was a long time thing.
The little ticker feed on the bottom of. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look into it. Like
I will. I mean, you could look into it while I'm ranting if you wanted to.
I threw my phone over there.
Oh, no, I took it away because you had it on the table and it was vibrating.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, did I get nudes?
I don't know. You may have.
I got a thing
share
that said I should be reading.
Share them to the Instagram account if you did. You just threw it and you're supposed to... Never mind.
No, I'm not looking at shit.
But what I was getting at is that...
I know I'm right.
We became this society that, like...
It was a very obsessive time.
Yeah, But we became the society now that we have a 24...
Rightfully so. We should say rightfully so.
Yeah. For that event, absolutely.
Yeah.
There was so much going on. But we became the society that now, 24/7, we have to have some kind of news. And not just on one channel. Well, because you and I, this kind of goes back to what we're talking about even off mic, about, like, prior to all this technology change and shit, like, we had a handful of channels.
Now
our parents only had, like, literally one hand.
Yeah.
5 or 6 channels.
3 to 5.
Now we have just an infinite amount of places to get information from. As far as like news channels go, we have tons.
Now could you say that maybe the fire got sparked with 9/11, but could you say that 90s car chases were maybe the first iteration of we want a constant update, and then that
what
coming
kind of car
to
chases, Vin?
I mean, dude,
like white Broncos?
I'm getting there. You don't think like 90s America's Most Wanted TV show. That was a TV show.
Ooh, yeah.
Without thinking car chases. And anytime a car... There's a fucking Friends episode about Chandler going away on vacation with Monica, but then getting swept away in this car chase that was happening in the moment and getting constant updates. And so then... the white Bronco happens with OJ, and that is the big one. That's the when you say car chases, 90s car chases to anyone, of course, the first thing that
popped in my head was white Bronco.
White Bronco, and so then you fast forward just a couple of years, not very long after 9/11 happens, and now we're like in fire sale mode with information, because now this is way bigger than fucking OJ murdering his wife and fleeing from police. This is a terrorist attack on American soil since what? Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor would have been the to my knowledge. Don't quote me on that. That like maybe something else happened, but the two most prolific near each other are Pearl Harbor, then 9/11, and now it's just fucking
like
rampant.
from foreign country.
Yeah, now it's rampant because now the internet's
from foreign
a thing.
country. Because I'm honestly one of those people that believe that 9/11 wasn't necessarily what everybody thinks.
That's a subject for another podcast,
other episode, or even a whole other podcast.
We could do that after this one if you want.
We might, yeah.
Sure, let's do it. I don't fucking care. You know why?
It all depends on what time we're at right now and like what the actual time
We're
is.
about to end this one, actually. It's 10 o'clock at night as of recording.
We have 1 hour to pick up Odell's Pizza. If I start talking about 9/11...
I feel like we could do a 9/11 podcast.
If I start talking about 9/11, it's going to be...
Do you mind if I try and heavily control it and steer it? Not stifling your opinion, but trying to keep it on track.
Let's hold this off until... Because I'll be here in town at least until Saturday.
Okay.
So we
and this will be a nice cliffhanger for people.
This
would be. Oh shit, are they gonna do a 9/11 episode? Yes. But right now, all we're talking about is
news.
Is the prolific epicness of it as a news thing. And then after that, like after them realizing that the internet was a huge way of
but what I was getting at earlier is that look at how many actual just news stations we have. Like Fox, MSNBC, fucking CNN, like all these. You have 24 hours, 24/7 hours.
Sad.
Huh?
I just got real sad.
24/7 hour, like 24/7 channels that constantly have to feed us some kind of information, and then on top of that, the internet. And
that's what I'm.
So
thinking
yes, that's why motherfuckers will make these stories on Rebel Wilson saying some shit, or like Bruce Willis shit himself in public, or
it will never happen.
Kevin Smith slapping a baby. Or whatever the fuck it is, or like you know what, Kim Kardashian, she did not have black olives on her pizza today.
Here's the thing that made me ultimately sad is that, and even now, like today, it seems like fucking school shootings have fallen out of the fad because it was
don't say that because now you're going to jinx the whole country again. And Vincent Herman's to blame.
It was every week we were getting the school shooting notification, and as we should be, like this shit should be on Front Street. It was all distraction, man. But the point is that now we're almost hearing nothing about this, and then you date back all the what was it 1997, 1998 Columbine
99. April 20th, 1999.
Yeah, that was a huge day in American history. Again, to bring up the word prolific, and we had years of coverage on that shit, and now we get to a point.
We've had documentaries and movies and stuff all on it. Like, if there's
now we get to a point where it's like you heard about it last week. Okay, what's the new school shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the same old one. Okay,
last year, the year before, it seemed like we had one almost every week.
And I'm not talking about my own personal standpoint here. I'm saying this is the way it seems like the world has deemed it in importance is, oh, you had a school shooting? Cool. How much information you got?
And not only that, but like, oh, you had a school shooting? How many died?
Yeah.
Oh, only 3? Nah, that's... Last week we had one that we lost 20.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like the body count really determines on whether or not it was important or not. No, if you had a school shooting and no one died, that is still extremely important.
You know what? If you're listening to this, dude, the best thing you can do is just cancel your internet subscription. Just shut this down. Buy some fucking
How did
DVDs.
we go from, like, talking about salads... to school shootings.
The title of this is
Salads to School Shootings. Is what it should be called. The title of this is From Salads to School Shootings. Yes, please. Please let it be that title.
I hate ending on this, but sure, yeah. I mean, I feel like we made our point. Guys,
what was our point?
I won't blame you if you don't like us on Facebook. It's sort of my.
This is the one show on our network where we can talk about things from salads to school shootings in one episode.
But we're so stupid.
Yeah, but if you're listening to us, we're not that stupid.
I think we made some points. Anyways, guys, like or don't. Like Subject to Change Entertainment on Facebook or Twitter, Sorta My Podcast on Instagram, Subject to Change Entertainment on YouTube or SoundCloud, wherever you're listening to this. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you want other people to know our dumb fucking opinions on shit we probably have no right to talk about, or we do because we're Americans.
America.
Of course, all our personal social media is down below. And I think it's time to cue that.
No. Who are you?
Oh, because I want my name associated with this. Vincent Herman, Ben the Human.
I'm also Vincent Herman, Ben the Human. No, I'm Mike Collins, Boba Fett.
Cue the fucking outro music.
We have outro music?
Mm-hmm.